Hey, you found the place. Yeah, I didn't know if you were going to be able to figure out my GPS ping. Well, I mean, the fact that you had to turn off the main road back there was a, a bit of a moment, I know. Yeah, but the other side of that equation is that you get to experience this raw and natural beauty. Okay, I know normally you get to experience this and with a lot more warmth involved because you're usually transformed, but well, hear me out because I think this is a really good idea. Okay. You have admitted yourself that the restaurant was a good idea. Sheer Peak was an untapped market. We're getting to cook the way we want to cook. Marco is handling everything down south beautifully. I don't see how my grand ideas are in question so far. Whoa. That was one time. And I'm pretty sure I made up for it with dessert that evening, so. Yeah, and then of course there was also that. I made up for it with that. So I'm just saying. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. What I am saying is you in full wolf form is quite a bit different than you would think. And to be honest, you scare me a little. You do. I love you, and I will gladly go to town with you every time and twice on Sunday, but I'm not gonna lie that there isn't just a little bit of fear there. Whether or not that elevates the experience is irrelevant. One wrong move and you could shred me like a piece of paper. You are a piece of work. I love you, but you are. All right. 90% of my grand ideas are good ones. Then there's the 10%, but this is definitely within the 90, okay? So I found this place, and as it turns out, it is probably one of the few arable patches in Sheer Peak. Well, that's the thing. Most of Sheer Peak is a little rough to farm because of the mountains. It's very rocky soil. It's not the easiest stuff to work with, and the product tends not to be good, except for some of these lowland areas, which is where we're standing. Yeah. And the thing is, here especially, they've got just the right amount of sunlight. This is a prime growing opportunity. Well, see, the thing is, there are no farmers up in Sheer Peak. They're all down in the Fog Hill area because that's where, you can do a lot of your farming. But here in Sheer Peak, there really aren't any. But I've had a thought about that. So, and I haven't put anything on paper yet before you ask. I know not to do that. I would never tie up our finances crazy. But I did make an exploratory offer. Nothing official, nothing, on the books. It's just I asked if I made an offer at a certain amount, what the realtor thought that would elicit as a response. And arguably, it's, promising. So we'd be talking right around 20, 30,000 for the entire parcel. I know. It sounds like a lot, but I have an idea if you're willing to hear me out. Well, of course, it's just an idea, and you know me. I'm never going to tie up our finances unless we're both on the same page. I just did some research because I wanted to come with data and a plan. Honey, you know me. I'm never going to go behind your back. I just like to be able to come to you with a fully fledged plan. Not as harebrained as everybody thinks I am. My culinary ventures aside, listen, sometimes a dish doesn't work. You've had your clunkers just as much as I have. I'm sure Marco Pierre White has had clunkers, and everybody still thinks he's a great chef. So I'm not saying I'm Marco Pierre White. I'm just saying when it comes to my culinary creations, a little grace, please. Thank you. Okay, so can I tell you my plan? Well, you see, I thought about that and I have a solution. If you will step over this way, I give you the trunk side picnic. Basically, a little spread, hot coffee, hot cocoa, hot tea, whichever you'd like. We can sit here, we can have a hot drink and a little snack, and we can talk. It's the chef in me. I'm always going to do something like this. You know me. I can't make big decisions and I can't talk business without food. It's why I'm a chef in the first place. No, that's why I hit the gym every day because I also really enjoy that which I cook. And if I didn't, holy God. Yeah, but it's really good. No, 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 no. That dish that you make, oh, incredible. That risotto, oh, so good. Which is a good pivot point back to my plan. All right, yeah, that's fair enough. Coffee, tea, hot cocoa. I got you. I know how you take these things. Come on now. We've been together how long? I think I know how you take your drink selection, just like I know what to order you at a bar. I know what to cook for you. It's all easy. Acts of service are my love language. I have said this since day one. This is part of an act of service. Actually, it kind of is because by learning your preferences and your favorites, I can effectively always have them prepared for you so that when you're having like a really bad day or you just need a little pick me up from, whatever, I can do that. That 100% falls under the acts of service category. What? No, it absolutely does. You know what? I am not going to debate my love language with you. No, no, we're not doing that. I love you. I truly do. I'm right. I don't care what you say. I'm still right. Here, just would you take this? Yeah, no, myself, yeah, because it's cold. It's so cold right now. But that's why this is a perfect time to talk about this. Well, because if we move forward with my plan, then we kind of need to get a move on so we can be ready for spring. And I mean, there's going to be some setup in the front, but I mean, there is with every new business venture. Okay, so are we adequately ready for this? Okay, good. So, for starters, if we offered them 25,000, they'd sell us the whole parcel. It is 3.5 acres, so it's not a ton of land, but it's enough. This would be able to supply the vegetable needs for both restaurants. That's the thing. I'm not just thinking about Sheer Peak, I'm also thinking about Frost City. We could supply both places. Admittedly, it would make the menus a lot more seasonal, but we were talking about doing that down south anyway, and we wanted this place to kind of roll with the seasons as well, so it works. Yeah, it absolutely does. See, my thought process is we start this spring, we build out, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 different plots. I was talking to Royce and he said we could fit around that comfortably. Gives us some space to let fields lay fallow and all that other good, farming stuff. But it would give us the space to grow everything we need. Well, see, that's the thing. I mean, there is a lot of, you know, variety in what we do, but when you get down to the brass of it, at least what we can grow in this climate, there's really only 15, maybe 20 vegetable varieties that we need. Well, yeah, I mean, we can't grow anything citrus. Lemons, limes, oranges, they're out. Tropical fruit, same. We're not going to try to grow bananas. We're not going to try to grow mangoes. Brutal honesty, really would avoid growing fruit in general, but lettuce, potatoes, carrots, cabbage, spring onions, garlic, onions. We could grow all of that here. With what we need for both restaurants, we'd have a small surplus. We could either sell it or donate it and take the tax break there. Yeah, believe it or not, if we were to donate what we grow to like a food bank or a shelter of some kind, soup kitchen, whatever, we could effectively write off a lot of this place as a charitable donation. I know it sounds a little skeevy, but to be honest, it lessens the financial burden a lot. Selling could work, but to be honest, I don't know how effective that would be because I don't know how much we're going to have. I know we're going to have enough for us, but I don't know if we're going to have enough for a need to meet demand, if that makes sense. Exactly. It's one of those if we overshoot or undershoot, we're either going to be left with a massive surplus or we're going to be coming up short on somebody's order, meaning we're going to pull from our own stock and then we're just, shooting ourselves in the foot. Yeah. If we donate it, then anything we donate comes off as, a charitable donation, makes the whole thing a lot easier. But it allows us the fresh produce we need and we want for our menus. We start planning menus a season beforehand, plant the crops we need. Bingo, bango. We've got all the fresh produce we could ever ask for. I admit it's a bit of a bolder strategy than we're normally used to, but right, there's something to it. I mean, 25 grand, it's not a big loan. Believe it or not, in savings, we have about three-quarters of it. No, 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 I'm talking about our personal savings, nothing in the business accounts. We could cover a huge chunk of this. Yeah, we could. I mean, I would suggest we don't. Maybe we put up, 10. We want a cushion fund when all's said and done, but that's details for later. Oh, no, so that's the other beautiful part. I was talking to Royce, and I guess Mist Run would actually be okay taking on the day-to-day. They kind of just want the publicity of it. Royce was talking to his boss, and I guess she loves the idea of the food donation of it. And as long as she can tag her name to it as well, she's happy to do it. Well, there's some other stuff. I mean, she'd like to actually move a herd up here once a season. Nothing big, like 100 head, which we'd still have the space for, I think. But we can work out some of those details. Royce said that would only happen in case of an emergency, and you know him. We trust him. Well, yeah, of course he's a crotchety asshole. He's a manager of a ranch. I'd be a crotchety asshole too. I am sure he is okay being called a crotchety asshole. I wouldn't do it to his face, but yeah, no, he still scares me. I mean, I'm not stupid. He still scares me. But yeah, no, Miss Run's on board. If we decide to do it. That's the thing. We have to decide to do this. We would be the owners of the land. It would be under our name. There'd be a partnership for the work. But, I mean, realistically, we did also talk about maybe we just put somebody on the payroll. This much land does not require many people. I could put in a little time. We could have one or two of the Mist Run people, semi on the payroll books. But even still, with the money that we save from not buying produce, there's money there. Yeah, of course I thought about all of it. I'm not going to come to you with some half-baked scheme. This could be something incredible. We could be one of the first restaurants, at least in Frosthaven, if not, the western half of the United States to be doing this. Yeah. It's exciting if you think about it. Well, yeah, no, no, no. Of course, it's also, intimidating. I'm under no illusion that this could be kind of a massive boondoggle, but there's the pros, there's the cons, and there's the weights to both. Yeah, there is, and I think there's a shot here. I really do. No, 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 no. You don't have to make a decision now. We've got time. It's again not exactly growing season. Nobody's really moving on this parcel. In fact, I think the realtor was a little confused when I called, but you know. Yeah, no, 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 no. Take your time with it. Sleep on it for a little while, but I mean, we're here and we can make hay while the sun shines. No, 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 that was not a bad farming pun. I mean, well, it was, but, you know, bad farming pun, good farming pun, tomato, tomato. You don't have to make any decisions right now. Just, yeah, take your time. For now, we could just enjoy a hot drink and beautiful scenery. Well, yeah, of course I put it in a to-go cup. That's what we had. Why? Well, you could also do that if you want. I mean, but where's the romance in it? I get it's cold, but doesn't my love keep you warm in these blistering winds? Okay, it's a little rude that you're already heading back to your car. I'm just saying, like, you could at least play it up a little bit. No, Beau, it makes me feel so warm that you love me so much that you would, nothing at all. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. The fact that I was gonna build you a mushroom hut so we could grow our own mushrooms here. Guess that's not happening. Just a bunch of tomatoes or something for that space. I don't know. No, 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 no. Get in your warm car. I get it. I get it. You weren't actually supposed to get in your car. You know that, right? I'll see you at home. I love you.